and welcome to another commentary, I guess. Again, I'm not going on the finals. Mainly this time because I just want something more chill for my final video of the year, I'd say. Yeah. I say this because, you know, my sister will be on break for 3 weeks, and that basically leaves me with, like, no alone time at all. So, you know, you gotta make do with what you can do. So, right now I'm just using this last bit of time that I have, you know, to record one last commentary for this channel. Of course, it's not the very last one, but, you know, you get what I'm trying to say here. What I'm basically just working on right now is just, oh, fuck. I did not mean to do that. But what I'm trying to work on right now is, you know, the barn. This is the progress I have so far. Once I put away all those axes that I just made. So this is the progress on the barn so far. You know, those are campfires. I gotta put them out at some point. But for the ambience of the video, you know, I'll just keep it on. Put some campfire noise. You know, I'm utilizing the new, you know, vertical half slabs or shelves, you know. That's pretty cool. Maybe I could put things in there. Who knows? I'm still working on the sides. But the roof itself is pretty much done. And, you know, I've already showed you the inside a little bit. And these are, like, going to be the pins. I don't know if I'm going to have, like, separate pins for them. Because, you know, I do want a fuckload of cows in these pins. So maybe this whole area will be dedicated for the cows. And then the rest over there can be, you know, for the other animals. Maybe sheep. Maybe chickens. Chickens would be nice, honestly. And for the chickens in particular, I could probably put, like, hoppers. And then put carpet on top of the hoppers. So that it hides the, you know, the hoppers and stuff. Anyways, I have a lot of plans for this barn. You know, this is gonna be my baby of the server. Today, I just picked up my diploma. I got an email yesterday, I think. Or it was probably a day earlier. And I didn't check, but, you know. Regardless, I got an email saying that my diploma was finally available to pick up. So, I went today, and I got it. And I got myself an Associates of Arts. Now, I did apply for a film degree, but, you know, I don't want to think about the specifics of it right now. And what am I gonna do with that degree? I don't fucking know, honestly. My whole plan was just to do YouTube. If anything, the degree is just there as proof as, you know, I actually went to fucking school. And earned something from it, you know. Maybe I'll get a job. I'm still tackling with that fact because it's trying times right now. I need things to change. But I'm also on the YouTube grind because, you know, shit's not gonna fucking grow on its own, right? Or whatever, man. I got my degree, and I'm proud of, you know, coming this far into my education. There were other things I wanted to talk about. I just gotta remember them. I'm thinking after I built the barn and, like, grow all the cows in there, I'll start making my own place in this server. I'm gonna build my own proper Goon Cave because, you know, I've never gotten to build a Goon Cave before. And it's gonna be really special. It's gonna be a special place for all the boys in this server. We're gonna have a lot of great time. A good time. The best time we've ever had. And Joe Biden will never take it away from us. Not at all. I'm still quite mad. I keep talking about this, but I'm still quite mad that I had no one go to my commencement or graduation ceremony. It was basically just me there, walking up the stage. In fact, you know what? I kind of regret not buying the pictures, but really it was only, I mean, even if it's only like one picture of me on the stage, you know, it's one picture that I could have bought. Yeah, I kind of regret not buying the pictures from the ceremony. Much like I kind of regret not doing things for myself, in school. There are a lot of regrets during my school life that I wish I could have done better. I should grow more of these trees if I want to mass-produce spruce. So probably put some right here. We should probably build like a Christmas tree at some point, like somewhere around this area here. Because it is almost Christmas. It's the 18th. as I'm recording this. It's probably going to come out in the 20th. I also need to edit my main channel video. It's going to be the repeaters. In particular, it's going to be, you know, me and my friends using triple repeater because we just ended up winning a ranked match. And in fact, that was probably the first ranked match I ever won. So, you know, you have that to look forward to. Because I'm being honest, I don't know if I have enough time to make a proper montage of me using the repeater. I think it's just going to have to be a single game with a few rounds in it. So, you know, it sucks, but I'm not really good enough to make a montage out of a repeater. And, you know, montages are already being made, like, a lot. So, it's not really that special in my eyes, per se. Well, I put these barrels here mainly because if I see how this fence is, like, not aligned with the fucking half slab here. That's the main reason why I put that there, but maybe I might want to put another barrel on top of this one. Put that there. Oh, I'm getting destroyed right now. The game sounds are bugged out, probably because of the campfires. I might die here. He has a sword and he's back at it again, writing. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. There's like a mine shaft over there. Or at least a project for the server. I'm more focused on my individual project here for the server. Honestly, what I could do is like have separate cow pins, but still be for the cows, you know? Like I have this area here for the cows and then that's one over here. And I have this like separation for the outside for some reason, you know. It doesn't really serve any purpose other than, you know, aesthetic. Let's put some glass in here before I forget. Look at this. Are you guys done? You can walk around and, you know, hit me. I think they're so stupid to realize. And I have this one here. And this is the last bit of glass that I have in hand. I need 4 more glass, unfortunately. I think the best course of action is to go with fences. Less obtrusive, but it should be good. Listen, I'm just trying to do my job here. Not being an asshole about it. We got that now. Yeah, that doesn't look too great. But we do need a way to get in there. Let's see. Jesus Christ. What I'm struggling to deal with right now is like struggling with motivation, you know, to keep pursuing YouTube. Because, you know, the alternative is, you know, getting a job. But I could also just get a job and do YouTube at the same time. And that's probably more beneficial for me and my family in the long run. But I don't know. Like, I have the time to do YouTube now. And I have the time to grind it so I could actually grow my channel. And grow it into something, you know, meaningful and, you know, actually profitable. I mean, the main thing is because this is something that I really want to do for my life, right? More than anything. This is just something I want to do. And the profits are second. Maybe I just found out the method. Because this still works as the fence. It blocks the cows. But if I do this, that works out just fine. Looks odd, but it works out. And now that I have the time to actually do YouTube, you know, I don't really want to do anything else other than try to, you know, grow it. And this channel in particular, my commentary channel, you know, I'm starting to maybe want to pave the way into making this my actual variety channel, because I tried doing variety content over on my main channel and it was fine, but, you know, having to, you know, pour in so much effort into a single video for, you know, completely different games, you know, it's kind of stressful, especially in figuring out how to edit the video in particular. This channel is more laxed. I don't have to pour in so much effort into a single video. I can just pump these out within a day And of course, it takes the next day to upload the video because it takes like few hours actually to upload these videos. By the time I'm done editing this video, it's probably going to be like nighttime. And I can't be just uploading this overnight because I literally just cannot do that. So yeah, I might just make this my variety channel. I'm experimenting that with Minecraft. And I might branch out to other games here as well. But also keep doing, you know, the finals commentary. For those that, you know, actually subscribe for it. This is coming along just fine. See, the problem is, like, the barns themselves, like, you would see the animal inside. But you can't really do that when... Actually, I've got an idea. You know, one of my... whatchamacallit? One of my greatest wishes of my life right now is to find someone to love. This could work. I could make these into staircases, actually. Like some of it being staircases. I've been saying for a while that you know, I'm fine, you know, living alone. But I feel like that isn't the case anymore. So like, you know, it's just a fact of, you know, going out there. And I've gone on record to say, you know, that's just something that I fucking hate. With a passion. You know, I hate going out. You know, call me like an incel, fucking neat, whatever. I don't know, just, I hate going out, I hate people. That's just something that I hate. But if I really want to meet someone, you know, I gotta do it. It's gotta happen at some point. Like, I can't keep using the excuse of, you know, well, my job is to do YouTube as an excuse to, you know, stay inside and fucking wither away while, you know, the world moves around and, you know, inevitably forgets about me. You know, I gotta be out there, make an impact. Yeah, I don't know. But then again, maybe I could meet someone online, but that's the particular different issue. You know, you gotta be careful with age. You know, I want to meet someone, you know, of age, you know, obviously, right? I want to meet someone of age, and maybe someone, you know, who's doing the same thing that I want to do, you know, YouTube, content creation, the spiel, you know. That's the ideal, like, ideal perfect world, right? You know, because then I won't have to deal with, oh, well, this person doesn't play video games, or, you know, isn't particularly, well versed in YouTube and making videos, you know. You know, and then, like, another thing, right? I want this someone to not have to fucking resort to selling their fucking body online, right? Because I'm all about exclusivity, right? If I want somebody, I fucking want them to be mine, you know, exclusively. And I, you know, expect the same thing towards them, you know, like, oh, I'm not selling my fucking body out there to people, you know. I mean, with the homies, you know, shit, I could sell it for free. But, you know, that's with the homies, you know, that's also something she's got to understand. You know, hopefully, you know, she does. Why wouldn't you? She has like a girls' night out, you know, with the girlies, you know. And I fucking completely understand. I won't get in the way of that. But something from my, last relationship that I, you know, particularly didn't take advantage of, or not take advantage of, more like took for granted, was the time that I spent with that person. I wish I could take back all the times I got frustrated because my girlfriend was way better at me at video games. And I wish I could take back the times that pretty much gave her the cold shoulder sometimes when she came for me for help. I think it was more of a response of not knowing how to help people and coming in from the relationship from prior to my girlfriend, right? The trauma response of not knowing how to help the person in particular, you know, with their depression, and really just hearing that they want to kill themselves. Fucking, actually, should I be saying that on you? I don't care. I don't fucking care anymore. That they want to kill themselves, like, almost daily, you know. Maybe it wasn't like a serious relationship with that person, but it fucking gave me scars. Fucking 13-year-old me, you know. In time with my girlfriend, you know, whenever she came to me for help, I give her the cold shoulder because it's a trauma response of not knowing how to help and just being like, I don't want to deal with this. And I wish I talked with her, you know, and I wish I talked about that with her more instead of just being impulsive about it and, you know, cutting her off from my life the way I did. But oh well, man. Oh well. I've learned what I have to learn, what I have to have learned. And I hope that if there ever is another relationship that you know, I've actually learned my lessons and, you know, be better towards the next person. You know, that's what I could hope, right? That's all I could hope for. Let's unlead these guys. I don't have any wheats on me, so these guys are just gonna have to move in. Okay, I'm gonna have to get wheats if I want to lure them inside. And now we have one side of the cow pen done. Now we need another 2 cows, and to do that, I need to get the other cow in here and then lead the baby into the new pen and repeat the process one more time. I think that's one of my New Year's resolutions. I hate saying that because, you know, New Year's resolutions often, more often than not, never get completed. But that's one of my goals next year, just to meet new people, branching myself out there, and fingers crossed I meet someone new. But, you know, that last part, that's wishful thinking. I think I want to end things off here. We got some good progress on the pins themselves, right? We got a walkway for the outdoors. We have the main entrance here. I think I'm just gonna leave this open. Probably not, actually. Nah. You know, one of my actual goals is to make it to 1,000 subscribers. You know, in either channel, really. More likely than not, you know, on my main channel, because that seems to be popping off a little bit. But for whatever reason, if this particular channel gets to 1,000 somehow, that's a fucking plus for me, right? It's to get to 1,000 subscribers and start being able to earn money from my videos and continue to grow so that, you know, I could actually start earning some ad revenue here and there. But yeah, I hope things look up for me from here, because this was an experimental year for me. But I think this next year is when I fucking lock in. I hope to see you in the next year, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.